Apologies for my hood being up. I was out here 2 seconds ago and a bee decided it was going to hover around my face rather disconcertingly. I decided it was probably because of the pink bandana. You would have laughed. I said, "I'm not a flower," as I threw my hoodie up. Hi. Much like with my other porch videos, my kids are still asleep, so if I have to quickly pause it and run off and deal with that, I will. But today's the first video in a new playlist for the channel, so hopefully you guys will like it, and if you do, I request ever so kindly if you could hit the, it's not over there, I'm not filming a short, if you could hit the like button for me, if you could hit the share button and copy link, share it with a friend, send it to a friend if you want to, but once you've hit the copy link, that's all I need from you algorithmically. So yeah, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, do all that YouTube stuff, and then we'll dive straight into it, right? This is an image of the trolley problem. It's pretty self-explanatory looking at it, but I'll give you a quick rundown just in case it's not self-explanatory for you. Basically, there's a trolley or a train, whatever you want to call it, like there's a thing coming down the tracks and it's going to squish someone. It's going to either squish one person or it's going to squish 4 people. You're at the track that can change it. You decide whether it squishes the 1 person or the 4 people. A lot of people, when they're first thrown this thought experiment, or at least in my experience, a lot of people when discussing this thought experiment go, well, you know, that's obvious. 1 death is, like, all death is bad, but 1 death is not as bad as 4 deaths. So you make it so that you switch it over so that it's not going to kill the 4 people, it's just going to kill the 1. But where the thought experiment comes into it is a lot of people say, well, I'm not going to, like, it's not my circus, not my peanuts, not my monkeys, not my elephants, whichever variation of that idiom you use. A lot of people say, you know, like, I'm just not going to make a decision, I'm not going to touch it, and sucks that those 4 people died, but at least I'm then not actively making the choice to kill someone. But I mess with the school of thought that actively choosing not to do something is a choice. You know what I mean? Like, you not touching the lever is action through inaction, if that makes sense. We'll see just how boisterous that gets. But alright, let me pause it, I'll come back. Action through inaction, remind me. Okay, good. Where were we? What was I saying? Yeah, that's right. Action through inaction. I'm going to edit that to look Blues Cluesy, like you actually reminded me. But yeah, so I don't mess with the theory that you could just leave it alone and then you're not culpable. I think whatever decision you make, you're responsible for that decision and therefore the deaths. Whether it's 4 because you left it or 1 because you didn't leave it. Like, make a decision. Do something, because not doing something is actively choosing, if that makes sense. You know, like, it comes back down to the Desmond Tutu quote, actually, that I mentioned in my vlog earlier in the week. If you're silent in the face of oppression, wait till that car goes past. If you're silent in the face of oppression, then you are choosing the side of the oppressor. You know, like, you don't get to just with anything in life, you know, like, you need to do stuff. Action through inaction exists. And so personally, when I first heard the problem, I was like, well, yeah, you pull it straight up, you pull it, like, no questions asked. It's obvious. Like, the fewer amount of people dying is the best option. But then you think about, like, you don't know anything about these people, right? So on face value, 4 people dying versus 1 person dying, that's an easy decision to make. But, you know, having this trolley problem here and whatnot, if that 1 person was my son, it doesn't matter who the 4 people are. They're dying. They're dead. They're compost. They're fucking infinity warring off into dust, you know? Like, there's no way I'm going to actively pull the lever so that a trolley kills my son instead of 4 random people I don't know, right? So that changes my answer. right there, depending on the context of the people in the trolley problem. Now, you know, what if that one person is Mother Teresa or whatever, you know, like, same deal. If it's your kid, your mum, whatever, like some saint-like person, you're then gonna err on the side of caution with letting them die. And you're gonna go, well, how much is a life worth? You know, how much is one life worth? Are some lives worth more than others? What makes it so that your life is worth more than someone else's? Or, like, what makes it so that one life is worth more than another? What if, between the 4 and the 1, all 4 of the 4 are pedophiles, and the 1 is, I don't know anything about them? Then does that make a difference in your choice? You know, like, I don't think, and this, you know, this might have been a poor choice to start off the philosophy playlist with, but I think we're probably going to land on this answer a lot, unfortunately, which is there is no right answer. I think realistically, the answer to the trolley problem is I would, as fast as possible, try to assess as much context as possible, and then try to make the best decision from there without definitively giving an answer just to this 4 versus 1, because it's never as simple as 4 versus 1. It's, you know, who's the 1? Who are the 4? Why are they tied up on the fucking train tracks to begin with? Like, what's happened there? who's put us all in this dilemma? And can we replace the person? You know, like, obviously, as I said at the start, you can't replace, someone's dying. That's the point of the thought experiment. But I don't think there is a right answer outside of, I don't think there's a right answer as the answer. You know what I mean? I'd be really interested into what, I'm really interested to hear what you have to say. Please hit me up in the comments section. I want this playlist to be a very vibrant sort of comment section-y community, you know? Like, I have developed a really good parasocial relationship with my phone and the mythical character that is my audience over the last year. And I really enjoy chatting with you guys in the comments section. If you go look at all my other videos and stuff, like, that's, you know, the crux of what I do is chatting in the comments section. If this is the first time you've come across me and you're still here, hit the subscribe button, because obviously you fuck with me. But then poke around the channel as well, and, you know, watch some other stuff that I do. I make shorts, mostly 3 or 4 a day. I also do Australian history videos, I do vlogs, I do reaction videos. I've got a FIFA reaction video coming today. Top 10 countries, was it 10? I don't know. Countries that have been banned by FIFA. That's what I'm going to react to today. Well, I actually reacted to it 2 days ago, but it's what I'm going to edit and upload, and you're going to see me react to it today. But, yeah, that was the trolley problem. Those are my thoughts on the trolley problem. What's the next thought experiment you want me to do? I just started with the trolley problem because I think it's the most well-known one. But, as I said, let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you like, you know, money, like I like money. If you don't like money, feel free to give me yours. But if you have a bit spare, feel free to join the channel, join Patreon. You know how YouTube works. I'll shut up now. This was fun. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you when I look at you, and you will see me when you look at me.